Honest question. When has a theocracy actually benefited its people? And I ask it because in our episode of the Dan and Can podcast, we're talking about, in one of the video clips we showed, a video of Heritage Foundation's America 250 or something like that, where they're showing this video and it's kind of doing family scenes from across the centuries from America's founded and this yearning to go back to what the founding fathers envisioned for this country, which is funny in and of itself because a theocracy isn't what the founding fathers envisioned. If you look at their lives and what they wrote about and how they were actually acting and behaving at the time, most were agnostic or atheistic, definitely not seeing the value of having a state run by the church. So this idea that they're going back to is their projection of their own beliefs today back on these founding fathers. But it made me think, has theocracy ever really worked? And I'm trying to reflect and think about it, and I can't think of a thing where it really benefited all. Because you look at the modern theocracies today, you think more of like the Middle East and how they run things over there with Sharia law. It's not good for all the citizens. Just look at the women and women's rights and the lack thereof of women's rights, which would probably be more akin to what the modern Christian nationalists would want over here. But it doesn't benefit all of society. When you go back through history, you think of the European empires that were run by the Catholic Church or the Church of England later in that progression, and it was all about upward support. The people, the serfs and the field workers and all that didn't do well. A lot of times they were in abject poverty, hoping to get scraps from their overlords and lords, but the lords and overlords were living high on the hog for a lot of the time. You go back to the polytheistic societies with Rome and whatnot. Again, the hometown city was conquering other areas to try to support the people in Rome themselves because of the abject poverty that was going on. Give them a full belly and give them a circus kind of thoughts to kind of keep them appeased and not think about how miserable life was. Theocracies don't work really because they have one major flaw. The leadership then has now become this interpretation of the deity. Their opinion is what the deity thinks, which is a great power that gets wielded unjustly on everyone else. But as they say it, so be it. This is what the Lord wants. So if we go back to this theocracy type of government, these people that think they're hearing from God are going to have this power and this unabated just actions that they can put upon everyone else and sanctify it by God. The little things we see today on how they're oppressed and need to be able to do what they want and actually oppress others gets magnified by the leadership. And all the people end up suffering in the end.